Good evening there. Well, we've had a few thunderstorms this week, mainly for the North Island, central areas, central North Island, Waikato and Bay of Plenty. There's been some very heavy downpours and there has been a bit of flooding, as we've seen on the news there. This coming week, we have the potential for more flooding, strong winds. Yes, there is a chance of thunderstorms in there. This low here, this map is for this evening at 10 p.m. But this low deepens and really fires in some very strong winds into the lower and eastern North Island. There's going to be some very heavy rain there as well. That's especially moving into sort of like later tomorrow, overnight into Monday. But this is the map at the moment for this evening. Eastern Otago, there may have been a few thunderstorms there as a wee southerly shift has moved through. There's also some nice cold air that's led to the unstable conditions. Perhaps this evening, maybe South Canterbury, you would have got a few heavy downpours, could have been some thunder. I don't think this would have happened, but there is a chance something may move up into inland mid-Canterbury as well. For the North Island, around about sort of the Bay of Plenty, the Waikato area, there's been perhaps the chance of a few thunderstorms and downpours today too. Let's move to overnight, well basically early tomorrow morning, Sunday, because there is this little line right there. It's all about timing. Well, the time of the day isn't the best, but in terms of when the southerly change, well, winds converging, they're sort of riding up either side of the South Island and they're hitting right about there, and at times coincides with a cold pool of air, and therefore it's leading to a few unstable showers. So perhaps, what is it, Golden Bay, that's the one, farewell spit. You may get a few heavy downpours first thing tomorrow morning, perhaps even some thunder. This is this low here, starting to tighten up. Let's go to the afternoon. There it is. There's going to be some very strong winds developing by this point about the lower North Island and up the east coast there through to about southern Napier. Well, Napier, we'll just say Napier. There you go. Not really too much in the way of thunderstorms, although the Waikato Bay of Plenty there could be something maybe into the afternoon. That's that cold air there sort of moving over. So yeah, eastern South Island Saturday, early in the morning, Sunday, the cold air for Golden Bay, and then into the afternoon we're shifting to the Waikato and Bay of Plenty. Let's move to overnight. There we go, the beast in the east. It deepens quite a bit. It's 977 in the middle, very strong southerly quarter winds, lower North Island and here in the east up through to about Hawke's Bay, and there's going to be heavy rain pumping in. It's going to be something to watch. Not really thunderstormy, but very stormy nonetheless. Met service, you know, for all your watches, warnings, all that sort of stuff. Bit of rain sneaking down into the eastern South Island, north of Banks Peninsula as well. Let's move to a Monday afternoon where it starts to wind down. But in the morning on Monday, there'll still be some heavy rain here, still some very strong winds, but then gradually, as the day wears along, those conditions will start to ease as that low moves away. Eastern South Island, you've got a little bit of wet weather. Mid-Canterbury northwards, especially southerly quarter winds there. And that's about that. Not really any thunderstorms. Let's skip forward to Wednesday, where a new low actually drops in from the north. The low that's, you know, providing the very strong winds for the eastern North Island, that eventually drops down here. And then as you can see here, Wednesday afternoon, there's actually a new low that drops in from the north. At this stage, it's missing much of the North Island, but yeah, it'll still be something to watch because you never know. It could affect the North Island. We'll have to wait and see. But more to the point, there could be some instability on Wednesday afternoon. See these showers here, sort of along the Alps, Western South Island, and then here for the North Island. They're of the unstable variety. Could be an isolated heavy shower or two in there. Maybe a thunderstorm perhaps. The best chance appears to be about the Waikato. Then let's spin around a little bit because there's a front heading in there. Let's move to Thursday, well later on Thursday, overnight into Friday, so this is 1 AM in the morning. There's a few fronts sort of pushing up over New Zealand. These western portions of these fronts, there's not really too much in them. especially the western side of the North Island there. There's just no instability. Yes, there's a change. Yes, there's showers or some rain, but no thunderstorms. The west coast, there's a slightly higher chance, but it's not that great. But there is a wee south to southwesterly change that moves up coastal Canterbury. Yeah, later on Thursday, overnight, early Friday morning. Could bring a few showers, slim chance of a thunderstorm perhaps. But then Friday afternoon, the chance lifts up a little bit more, and mainly about Canterbury there. Bit of a south to southeasterly wind converging with winds coming in from the west-southwest. Showers developing into the afternoon, bit of cold upper air, could be something unstable. The coldest here is down here to the southeast, so the chance of these showers turning thundery isn't great, but it is there nonetheless. And then this area of high pressure, it sort of moves into the weekend and brings mainly settled weather to New Zealand about then, although later on Sunday a front does approach from the far south. Okay, that's all from me. We'll catch you again next weekend. Cheers.